Ooh, there we go. Hello, always Dizzy here. Going to start with puzzle streak of 42, as I always do before I play any games as a warm up. Hello, Sun Tzu. You were pretty damn quick. Within seconds. Wow. Scary. Um, yeah, I didn't stream for a couple days. I think I last streamed on Tuesday. Been so busy, have had no time for chess or anything else. Oh, 1 minute in already. Wow. Okay, let's start. Let's start. Ooh, I got to clean my microphone. It's getting dirty from sneezing. I have a discovery on the queen. I can remove the defender. I think I have check, and then is that mate? Looks like we are black. I have a discovery on the queen. 6, we are white. I have some geometry. Yeah, you didn't play enough games. Yeah, it makes sense, but they should mention that so you're not having to guess. 8. Here first or rook g8 first? That is the question. This is forced. 9. Deflection, and then rook c8. Here we have a Legal's mate. We have mate in 2 here. Bring up the king. We are white. We have no queen. We have a check. He's got 2 squares to go to flee to. Then we have a check, and then that's got to be mate. And if king d8, check, yeah, this just looks good. And then check, check. Where's the finish? And then mate. Wow. What were they doing here? Yeah, that's what a hunt. Checkmate. 15, black, check. Rook c1. Then could I run the b pawn? No. I can't. Yeah, I think it's going to be take, check, and then b4 rather. And then he can't stop the pawns. They're essentially going to be Dvoretsky pawns. That was tricky. Black. We have a check. What about bishop f2? Is that enough to win? Because even if I win it, is that winning? That should be winning. 17, mate in 2, 18. I'm in check. I have to move the king. You're playing your first tournament. Good luck in your first tournament. So I have 2 squares for my king. So how do we decide? How do we decide? Well, here I'm threatening king c6. Maybe that's the main difference. I'm going to play this. And then I think I take on c6 here. He does have... No, he doesn't even have a deflection. That should be good enough. He can attack me. But I can defend. 19. I can take and then rook c1. 20. Not bad. 5 minutes in here. Black to move. I can just queen. $21. We have check. There's d4. Hello, Sin City. I might even be able to just take the queen at that point. Check and then take the queen. Because everything looks good at that point. But if I follow it through, check, d4. I don't know, but I don't know why I wouldn't go here. I don't know why I wouldn't start with that. Yeah, so I could either take the queen right away, or I can give a check. Let's just say rook f2. Let's just say. Yeah, even that, I'm not sure about this. I think I'm just taking the queen, but I could throw in c4 first. Because I am down a piece here. This is very tricky. But here he's pinned, which I like. And then I can play rook f8 after. If d4 instead, then I have en passant. Yeah, so I think I'm going check. And then I think here I take, because now he's pinned, so I'm threatening rook f8. I don't like that puzzle. Okay. 23. Black. Queen is under attack. I can give a check. He's got 2 legal moves. If he goes to g1, then it's mate. So he's got to go to g2, and then it's mate. So it's a mate in 2. 24. We have a fork on the knight. That should be good enough. 25. Hello, John. Last name I can never know how to pronounce. Okay, I think I can go check, and then I have mate here. Deflection of the queen. 26. Hello, Vivek. We are white. Oh, well, maybe I start with a pawn, because if he goes here, it's mate, so he's got to move up the board, and then it's going to have 2 queens. 27. Down a pawn. His queen could not be trapped because he can always take my knight unless I go knight a5. Knight a4 rather. So knight a4 looks like it might trap his queen. It looks like it does, but I just have to make sure I'm not missing any counterplay. But that looks good. 28. Ooh. So king g4 seems good. This seems quick. I mean, can I do this quickly enough? King g4. I assume he takes on a5. Takes king b6. And I'm going to support it because I'm going to get to a queening square and I should be faster than him. If he goes f6, then the king is just going to support. But then this runs, so this is a little tricky. So if f6, still king f5, he takes on a5, takes. Yeah, he can run this, but it's also going to be check. So it's going to be here, here. And so if I push right away, he has to go king f6, and then that should be winning. Because if I take the pawn first, he's going to queen, and then I will queen. So this is, I have to be the first one. No! This was originally what I calculated. I got mixed up because his king isn't on a5. Hello, Mononoko. I got mixed up because his king was not on a5. Oh, God. That was a good run, too. That was a good run. I'm confused here. I wonder if this is a problem, rook e8. Yeah, exactly. The first 10 don't count. Rook e8 might... No, because I can still take... So what's the difference here? They both look good to me. But I just realized even if I take the knight, I'm still down the exchange. So he moves the queen somewhere. I still don't get it. I still don't get it. Maybe I have check here. Maybe I'm threatening this. What did I miss? Oh my goodness. Yeah, I was wondering. Okay, I'm going to minimize chat. It wasn't chat's fault, but just so I can focus, because I should not have missed that. Even this is confusing. This is the first one. So check, check. And then I don't know if I have time there. I can't even do level 1. Check, check, king e1. Do I have time for this? Yeah. Yeah, so I think it's king g2 here. Oh god, and then this ending is so hard. That's a terrible puzzle for level 1. Okay, I'm obviously cranky now. I just gotta... Is it f3? And then he can't chase me. And so if I take on g2, and then I can defend. 15, check. Is there geometry here? There is geometry. 16. Mate here. 17. I feel bad when I minimize chat because it's not very engaging, like as a stream, but I need to get the job done. So I can remove the defender of the bishop. If he takes my bishop, then I'm defending my bishop. 18, do the fork, so I can start this way, and then mate. 19, so I can take and then do the fork and a pin. I have a check, and then I can take the knight. Actually, it's a mate. It's a mate in 2, actually. 21. Can I take the knight? Or do I go rook g1? I think rook g1 first. Because otherwise... Because if I take first, there is a check, which I'm unsure of. But he also might be able to just take and then take, and he'll be up the exchange. So I have to go rook g1 first and then take. 22. Chat is still minimized. I guess it shows. It should show in the stream that chat's minimized. I don't need to say that all the time. Okay, so I have check. And then I have nothing. Okay, I don't know why that was confusing for me. Oh, how do we take... I wonder if there's perpetuals here. I mean, this would be the safest approach. Plus, I'm defending b6. 24. Can I not just take? I have a lifeline on my queen. That should be good. 25. Bishop g5 looks good. I'll poke my head into chat at 30 just to make sure everything's going well there. So I don't know where he moves the queen. And then do I have bishop h6 after? Yeah, that's looking good. No! I'm so sloppy. But yeah, this was... Oh yeah, and then bishop f2. Okay. Okay, I'm going to poke my head into chat. Everything's going well? Looks like it. Okay, I'm doing poorly. I started off really well, and then it all fell apart. I started off well. And then it all fell apart, as it always does. Black. Black. Check. And then check. No! I'm so scared. I'm so excited. Yeah, I haven't played in a while. I've been so busy. And now I just forgot what little I knew about chess. I forgot. You're going to make me keep playing on here? This is 1200? This is 1200. I guess I'm going rook d1, rook d7. No. Oh my god. Okay, hang on. I got to look into chat at this one. I'm not expecting a move like this at 1200. I'm obviously salty now, but 1200, I'm looking for like a free piece. This is the continuation on move 3. I don't, at 1200, and this is move 3. Move 3, you have to see this for 1200. You have to see the e takes f5. 1200 puzzle rating on move 3. You got to see e takes f5. Come on. How is that fair? Like that one, I think I'm legitimately have the right to be annoyed at. Puzzles aren't created equal. Let me think. How do I deal with this? Do the fork on e7. Oof. This can be very tricky. He can move the rook back, but then it would be the same thing. Black, check. Check, take, check. Doesn't work. So this is the easiest to calculate. And then check. Yeah, it's a mate and 2. It's a mate and 2, son. Check. Mate on D3. 18 white. Oh God. C7. Excuse me. If here, then I'll be up the exchange. If he moves the rook somewhere, then I'm queening, I'll be up the exchange. Okay, 19, black. This is my pawn. I can give a check. I have check, and then check, and then I can take 21. 22. Check. That's sorry. Check. And okay, check almost. Almost. Okay, so how about a check here on G2? You can't go to the back rank because it's mate. And then after the fourth king D3, I go queen E2, and then it's mate. No, queen D2, and then it's mate. 23. Take. Oh. No, check first. And I guess I have to be happy with the exchange. Black to move. So I have a check on E4. 25. Okay, so check. If he takes with the king, I go here and then I'm threatening E5. If he takes with the rook, I take, and I'm no longer threatening E5, but then I have rook C8. This one's a little bit underrated. The puzzles have been a little bit underrated, I must say. I have a discovery on the queen. 27. So I have a check. King moves. And then, well, I take the queen. 28. I could just trade everything here. I am up a pawn. That should be winning. That should be a winning endgame. 29. down a piece. So I don't know how I'm going to get something here. I'm not down a piece. Um, his knight's under attack, so I can just give a check and then take on g3 later if I have to. 30. I might be able to take, and then g2. Take, and then g2. 31. So why can I not just take here? Strange. 32. Equal material. There's a fork on e5. Looks good to me. 33. I can just take here. 34. Check. No, check. And then check. And then the knight comes in. 35. Down 2 pawns. This one looks tricky. I can threaten a fork. This one looks really tricky. What about queen b7? Queen b7, he can just go rook c7. Yeah, I don't know if this is enough. Because he's got so many pawns. But I'm threatening both his queen and e7. I'm going to play this because I don't see better. Don't love this puzzle because this is still very tricky. 36. Mate in 2. 37. Check. Actually, if I can get his king here, then I can go rook b3. So can I do that? I don't think so. Yeah, this is almost forcing. So we go check. Oh, then I have rook b7. And then I have rook b7 here. 38. Check. Check. and then mate. Mate. 39. Check. And that's nothing. Check. So if he takes on f5, then I have a fork. If he goes to g5, then I have this. Yeah, this looks good. Check. He has to go here, and then that's mate. And if he goes here, then wait, is it mate? Is it mate after? Yeah, because my rook is there. So if he goes straight to h5, that one's a little bit trickier. So I have a check here. And then after king g4, it's very tricky because check, he can now either take or go here. So that's tricky. So f5. Oh, maybe I have this check. No, that's not check. Yeah, so I don't have another check. Well, I didn't look at this way. I don't think I should be moving the knight. I have to though. Okay, I'm gonna go Schrodinger's knight. It's gonna go king g4. I preferred on f6. So check, knight f6, king g5. So, but this runs into a lot of problems. First, he can just take on f5. It's so close to working. Okay, I might have g6 after the knight goes to e6. So check, king h5, and then I go. I forget what else do you want to do. Oh no! I'm protecting g6 there. Okay, so check. Wait, sorry. Check, king h5. Yeah, then. Okay, sorry. Yeah, sorry. I'm getting mixed up here. I can go here and then g6. Okay, because my knight's in the way of his queen. So yeah, check, king h5, just g6, or no, sorry, this is really complicated. F5, king h5. Yeah, if I go knight f5, I'm protecting g6, but I don't have time for it. So check, king g5. I don't know. And then king f6, king g5. And check. And he can either take. It's so close to working. I mean, maybe it's not f5, but it's so close to working. Oh, I think. No, it doesn't work. Yeah, I think I have rook g3 there. So f5, king h5, knight f6. And then after king g5, rook g3. No, sorry. What am I talking about? It doesn't work. You can just escape. Doesn't work at all. Damn it. How do I figure this out? Could it be here? I wonder if I have knight h3. Check. Check. King. Oh, yeah. King. It seems like I'm going in the wrong direction, though. King g5. Check. Not to mention he could just come back. I don't think that's right. f5, king h5. I don't know. Okay, I think I do find a way again to the g6, which so f5, king h5. There's two ways to do it. I could go check here and then check, but that doesn't lead anywhere. And then the other way was to go check king g5 and then g6. So f5, king h5, knight f6. But it's not check is the problem. But now I go check. If he takes, then I have g6. But then he can just take my knight. I can't figure it out. It might not be f5. It could be something like just knight 97, which would be so frustratingly difficult to find. You know. But I think it's got to be f5 because otherwise it's just way too hard. If this isn't already too hard. So check, king g5. You know, I can give a check, but it doesn't do anything. Wait, I might have knight h5 at the end. Check, check, check takes. No, sorry. Well, it depends. If it goes to f4, I might have knight h5. But he's still escaping. Yeah, I obviously don't see it. The computer might not go there. It might go somewhere stupid. Because this is only 1800, but I don't know. Yeah, knight f6. Like, I just don't see, I don't know the follow-up. And it's possible I do something slow. I'm going to start with f5. I'll look at what's the engine after. It plays something stupid. It plays something stupid. I'm so angry. Okay, I've got chat open now. It's so stupid. It's rated 1800 because the computer replies stupidly. But you have to have a response for king h5. What did chat say? I'm too... Oh, 16 viewers all of a sudden. Crazy. Okay. So it is a slow move. But there were 3 multiple moves that are winning. So let's look at this one because this is the forcing line. This just repeats, right? Oh, okay, you can't take there. So I didn't see this fork. So he comes back and then we have g6. I didn't see this forky. Okay, but there was another move that's winning, which is rook g3, which I thought there might be a slow move here. And then there was also f4. Who the hell is thinking of f4? Who's playing f4 here? Surprising that f4 is still winning. That's amazing. This is still winning. Can you believe it? That's ridiculous. Just giving up the knight and then rook g3. We can afford to do all that. That's insanity. Wow. But I should have connected that. Where was it here? Sorry, this line. I should have connected that after knight f4. I should have seen that I could have come back. But this, then I had g6, and I should have seen that this was a fork. I should have seen that. Okay, moving on. Going to minimize chat. That was brutally long. And then they give us a mate in 2. No, it's not. It's not a mate in 2. But you know what? There is a woodpecker puzzle that this is not the puzzle. But if you look a few lines deep into the puzzle, there is a similar idea. So I think it is still a mate here, even though the king is not cut off. Let's see if it'll work. So we start with a check, and then I bring this rook back. It's the simplest idea that is Oh, wait. This is still a bit tricky. So he has check. But then I can bring the rook back. Okay. Yeah, so take and then rook c8. Yeah, so the woodpecker saves me on this one. Last one. White to move. So I like my connected passer. I don't know if I want this. I might even have to play g4, which will be a headache. Okay, so if I go king d4 and he plays g4, I'm out of reserve tempi, but that might not be a problem because I have e6, but then he's got king d6, which is a problem. So we're going to have to calculate here and count. So I think we have two moves. We could take or we can go g4. Because again, otherwise he's playing g4. And I'm never making progress. Can I triangulate there? I might be able to triangulate, actually. I might be able to because he can't go in front of the pawn. So this is interesting. So king d4, if g4. I'm so bad at triangulating though, even though it's the simplest concept. So I go king c3. Oh, no. Yeah, this is the problem. I can't because he can just go forwards. Or can he? This is actually pretty tricky because king d3. Oh yeah, he can just go forwards and then he can just go back again. Or can't? No, he can't. Okay, this is really tricky. I still think it's probably taking or pushing g4, but I'm just curious. So king d4, g4. And I go king d3, king c5. And then king c3. And then if he goes back, then he's in trouble, ignoring the h-pawn. So it looks like triangulation would work there. Bing, bang, boom. Now, if instead he pushes d4, I just go king d3, I think. But then king... but then that's the problem. Then he has king d5. That's the problem. Then he can go back and forth forever there, at least. So okay, so I don't think I can do that because he can go up and then he can go to king d5 eventually. Now, if I take on g5, I don't think my pawns are split enough for pants. I can't split my pants. So hg, this doesn't look like anything for me. But it's kind of tricky. King d4. The benefit, actually, this might work out because, like, if he takes, because then after king d4, yeah, he's almost in zugzwang there. He's going to have to move a pawn, but he does have a pawn move. He has g4 once again, but that is still tricky because I have king e3. This is a very tricky endgame. So king c5. And if I go king f4, and then he pushes, it's very, 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 very tricky. Because I have e3, and then I can take, and then he pushes. Poof, push, 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 queen, queen. And I have more pawns there. I'm up a pawn, but he's got a queen. Very tricky. I don't think that's the way forward. Can I look at g4 then? Although, hang on one second. Because what if I take on g5 and then I go g4? No, that shouldn't help. Okay, so the only other move then would be g4. this creates another passed pawn. If he takes on g4, well, that's tricky too. This is really tricky because he can create a passed pawn himself, but it might take time. So if I go f5, yeah, he can go h5. My pawns, yeah, this is really tricky endgame. So f6, if he comes in, I'm probably quick enough here to be able to take. Although, no, I'm not. I'm not. This is really hard. Unless I can promote these two before he can queen. Really tricky. I'm going to get this one wrong. So g4, that assumes he takes on g4. I go f5, h5. Yeah, f6. King goes back. I bring in my king. H4. Yeah, I take. And h3. Check. King d6. Takes on g2. Or, yeah, g2. I have check. Here he queens, check, check. Oh, that's so close. And that's only one line. That's only if he takes on g4. If he takes on f4, that one is also tricky. These are all very tricky lines. But the problem I have with king d4 is he goes g4, and then I don't think I'm making progress there. So yeah, it has to be taking or g4. I don't know which one I like better. So at least I narrowed it down to those two though. But yeah, g4. Yeah, that's tough. It is tough to decide. Boom, boom. I think I prefer g4. Because after hg here, then he's got this. Yeah. It's got to be g4. It's wrong. I got it. Oh my god. Oh boy, that hurts. Fortunately, I can stop at the 1 hour mark, which is a minute and a half from now. Okay, let me learn something. That was rough. So what was it? It is king here. So then e6. I always forget about this idea. I saw this, but then I thought after king e6, I'm dead. I didn't think that I could push, and then we have the better king. Yeah, and then here I'm just going to grab this pawn. That, you know what? I don't mind getting it wrong in the sense that I'm reminded that I'm still forgetting this idea to like sack a pawn, like for one move. That would have been so much simpler than everything else. That's useful to know because this is something that you should know instantly. Like I should know this idea instantly to sack it. Sorry, not here. Where was I? After g4, sorry, then e6. Like I should know this idea instantly. It's such a useful thing to know. It's important to know. So honestly, this isn't cope. I would have preferred to have finished at 42, but the fact that I didn't, at least I learned something or I'm reminded of an idea. Okay, so I didn't hit 42, but I hit the 1 hour mark, which is the other way I can escape the puzzle streak. So kind of funny. I got to 41, but not 42. Oh well. Going to play a game. Thermonuclear warfare. And 1982 opponent, 11 months old account, 200 games. I'm actually not going to. I don't want to. Brand new account. I just don't want to. Okay, 2102, 5-year-old account. There we go. I have not been performing well with the Dutch. And he plays literally the best line against the Dutch. Now, in Simon Williams' new course, he advocates for G6, but I'm not Simon Williams. So this is the best way for white to play. The hopped-in attack against the Dutch. And there's nothing you can do about it unless you want to play the French. Okay, so here there's a bunch of things you can do. I think there's bishop e6, there's bishop d6. Trying to remember. I think it's actually knight c6, so that we make him play c3. So that the knight can't get there. I think this is right. I could be wrong though. There's also, but then there's queen f3. I can't remember. I thought it's knight c6, but then there's this queen f3. I mean, I have g6 technically. Okay, I'm going to go here because I'm going to go here first. The knight can go. I think we go bishop f7 if I remember correctly, but not yet. First we x-ray first. Or possibly g6, but I think it's queen d7. Then I come in. I think this is right. Because we want to tuck the bishop back here. Okay. And so yeah, now we can't go for this plan. This guy's very good. And I forget where this bishop he goes. Let's put it here. I don't know. I'm rusty. Oh, queen h5. Would that have picked up a piece? Takes no, I could take here. Okay, do I castle into this? I don't know. c5? Can I play c5? What? That was the most slip. Shit. That was stupid. That's annoying. Oh well. He only has 300 games played. F4. Yeah, that's scary. I don't know. How else is Midnight getting in? The most slip, it's not the worst most slip in the world, but it sucks. I don't mind that. That's his good bishop. He traded off his good bishop. Now, I'm worse here. I need to trade pawns and stuff. Can I just go c5 now? His knights are going to be good in this position, but I guess he can take on a6. So I have queen b7. Not ideal, but I think he did not play so great the last few moves. So I can offer a queen trade and prevent him from castling. So let's just do that. I don't know what I want to do with my king if I want to castle. A5 or C5? Yeah, I need to open it up. I've got the bishops. I need to open. There's 8 pawns on board. Well, 16 pawns on board. I need to open up the position for my bishops. Just tuck back. Just go here. B4. I'm going to take. I want to open things up. His knight on H3 is pretty miserable. He offers another trade. I don't want to lock things up. I want to open things up. Should I castle at this point? I'm going to castle to get the... I could also avoid the... I could avoid the queen trade. Okay, I'm going to allow the queen trade. 2 bishops against 2 knights, but it's a closed position. There's 16 pawns on board, which is pretty weird. Okay, he doesn't. So he maneuvers. I could try to open up the position. That might be a bit too much. This should be reasonable. Opening up the position as much as I can. I have bishop b4. That forces a trade. Prevents him from castling. He can just move the king. Let me get a rook in to the game, or maybe this makes sense. No, I'm going to play on the C file. That's the only file that, because the B file might close. E3 is weak too. His knight's coming in. I could take and then go rook c2. I'm hitting g2 there, but my rook could get trapped. Bing, bang, bing. G3. Don't really have anything there. This kind of forces a trade. Let's go here to get him to fix my pawns. Might I consider taking with the rook? I better take with the pawn. Okay. I've got rook here again. Which doesn't do a whole lot. But then I can double up. I could easily get trapped, but I'm going to go there. It's risky. But I like being able to double up here. I like that I have e5 under lock and key. Yeah, I'm just going to double up. Stick with the plan. He's running out of moves here. He's going to bring in the king to defend the knight. And then what do I do? My light squared bishop sucks. I could attack his a4 pawn. He defends it. Hello, Safumi. He pushes a pawn. Okay, I could try to get 2 pigs on the 7th. Could attack the a4 pawn. I think I'm going to attack the a4 pawn. Have to play a little bit on instinct. If rook a1, then maybe a5. Or maybe improve my king. Might improve my king. King f7, but then he can go king f2. he pushes. I don't really want to lock it because the knights are good. And then he also gets this. I'm just going to minimize chat here. So that's a good move. Do I? Yeah, because my knight, my rook could get trapped here. Oof. Okay, so takes. Okay. Ugh, I don't like this, but I don't like knight c5. Okay, so he takes on a5. And then bishop b5. He can still come here. But yeah, we come in here. I just got to play the move. Even kind of nervous of exchange sacks. Okay, so if he goes knight c5, I'm obviously taking. If he brings in the king f1, well, I just take the knight. Yeah, so he can move this knight. Yeah, maybe knight b3. Knight b3 I can take and then trade and then go here. Not sure about that. He might be a little bit better. Okay, that seems scary. That seems dangerous for him. Again, I could force a trade here. I could also maybe take and then go rook a2. I'm going to do it at this point. The rook a2 looks good. He's got knight here, but then I'm going to do it though because I can get my 2 pigs on the 7th. So I traded a bishop. I traded technically my good bishop for his knight, but the timing seemed swell. I'm happy that I'm like surviving, like at least so far, the Hopton, because it's the best way for white to play against the Dutch. So I played it against an American national master. Yeah, I'm coming in here. I really have to pick up the pace. It said I disconnected from my stream. I don't know if that's true or not. So I'm threatening mate in 2, and he fell for it. It's mate. I'm going to open up the stream. It's mate. Okay, nice. Oh. Ooh. Minus 16. He was high RD. Despite 5-year-old account. Yeah, 76 now. Okay, so it's nice to survive the Hopton attack because it's like, well, I mean, black's still technically okay. It's like minus, or it's like plus 0.5 or maybe 0.6. But at the same time, it's like we always have those double pawns on f5 and f6. We don't really have much to show for it, but that's really white's best way to play against the Dutch. But black will face it more often because you're playing the Dutch way more often than white's facing the Dutch. What do I think of the I in the very beginning, I played h6 against the Hopton. The reason why I changed to knight f6 is because white can also play the Raphael attack, which is also very good. Maybe the second best way, or it's one of the best ways to face the Dutch too. And the Raphael and the hopped in transpose, or they can transpose. So if you play h6, you're still going to have to play knight f6 against the Raphael. So for me, it makes sense to converge those. Since those will converge, you might as well play knight f6. That's my answer. And if you play the Leningrad, then you should probably play g6 against the hopped in, I think. Okay, so I think with one move, I don't think he should have taken on a6, bishop a6. Yeah, I spent a lot of time in the opening. I'm trying to remember. And then I mouse slipped too, with the c6, and I still won, so I feel good about that. It's not the worst move in the world, but I was planning c5, so... yeah, I don't think this was right. I mean, this is his good bishop, and I don't think he should have taken it. It disrupts my pawn structure, but I'm going to play c5. I'm going to start opening up the position. I could be wrong on this, but because even now, like I think once he took on a6, I'm at least equal. Because I do have the bishop pair too, even though there's 16 pawns on the board. So I start trading off pawns. And then... I'm not sure about this. This potentially could be equal. But my rooks are more active. I trade off more pawns. I want the position open. And I think this was a very good move. I'm proud of this bishop b4. Because I'm giving up one of my bishops, a good bishop, and he's got all of his pawns in dark squares, so my bishop could prove useful late in the endgame, but so that I could play rook a2. Then I just doubled up. So I'm pretty happy with how I played that. Peter says, after bishop takes b4, bishop takes b4, had bishop e2. I guess I did have bishop e2. You're right. Yeah, bishop e2 would have been good. Would have been better. Okay, let's look at this with the engine. Survived the hopped-in. I need to get a t-shirt. I survived the hopped-in attack. Ooh. Yeah, that's like the main thing you fear playing the Dutch. Oh my God, I'm back in the 2140s. 2144. Oof. Okay, so looks like I misplayed a couple moves here, but overall pretty well. Yeah, so it's like plus 0.6, 0.7 in the opening. Not ideal, but yeah, so queen d7. Apparently, yeah, there's g5 as well, but I don't do those. That's too crazy for me. Oh, g5 is the best move here, hey? It doesn't like bishop e7. So knight f4, I was going to go bishop f7. And now it's 0.6 for reasons. I mean, our position is not fantastic, but g5, hey? g5. I don't even know what it, this is just weird. So check. So that doesn't do much. And then we have just h5, just g5, h5. Is that the idea? Let's say white goes knight d2. Yeah, h5, g5, h5. And this, if we flip the board, this must make white uncomfortable. If you play this like in a tournament, over the board tournament, white might not be scared exactly, but white can't be comfortable here, especially if you whip out the moves. You know, they got to decide where are they going to castle queenside? Do they play like queen c2? And especially if black just keeps whipping out the moves. So yeah, and the computer likes this eval. So this g5, but this g5 is unusual because white normally does not play knight h3, but it is an idea, but usually it's not played right away. I forget what it is. I think even the queen comes out often. Oh yeah, there's also c4 is the main line too. Yeah, against the national master in the tournament I played, he played c4, I think, and then knight c6. And then I blundered, I think, whether I blundered like on move 6. I think I played bishop f7 somehow, because I was scared of, I saw some ghost. I'd have to look up the game again, but I saw some weird ghost. Anyways, yeah. So there's g5. Yeah. So in the main lines, like c4, bishop e6, and let's say knight c3 again. Actually, there's this line which is kind of sharp. Yeah, but in these lines you don't play g5. G5 is very specific to that knight h3, I think. And if they take first, which is another main line, and then they go knight c3. Oh yeah, I looked at this f4 move before. It's like never been played in a game, but the computer suggests it. It's a top engine move, but it's never been played over the board before. I looked at that. What's the main line? Bishop b4. Oh, or bishop. I think they transpose. But anyways, if you go down these routes, so queen a4, knight e2, but g5 doesn't usually get played. Yeah, I don't love these lines as black, but I think no matter what opening you play, well, that's not quite true, but there's going to be lines that you don't enjoy playing. So, sorry, let me move on. Yeah, and then this was a mouse slip. I actually wanted to play c5, but I think the computer doesn't like that either. Knight b3, and we lose. I guess you could argue we lose a tempo. Oh, then I get to d4. So again, g5, but it's only because the knight is on h3, I think. But g5, h5. So what would the idea be? Like, if I just go back a bit here, like let's say knight d2, h5, and then what? Well, there's a myriad of choices. Sorry, it's white to move. Yeah, let's say queen c2. Yeah, so knight c6, let's say he castles. It just wants to keep it there. Interesting. Interesting position. It's like a forward phalanx. Okay, and then the rest of the game was fairly smooth, but it's mostly just an opening thing, that game. Okay, let me play another one. I'm getting tired. 15 viewers. Okay, 2235. Romeo, will thou art be my Romeo? Oh my God, we've got a Frums. Buckle up. Buckle up, boys and girls. We've got a Frums. Okay. Oh God, I gotta remember this. I think it's D4 because we're threatening. Yeah, I think this is right. And then if F6, I'll have to remember. Who remembers better? So F6. Is it still Bishop G2? He plays it. I know Queen D3 is an idea I play later. I think that's later though. Although I kind of want to play it now. Maybe I can play it now. But I got to look at Bishop G2. So Bishop G2, he makes some move. And then am I castling into this? See, this is where I don't remember. Yeah, Queen D3 though looks good. I don't think it's Queen D3 though. My memory says Bishop G2, but my brain says Queen D3. Queen D3, G4 is no problem. I really want to go. I mean, my brain likes Queen D3. Queen E7. Then I can just trade. I'm going to go Queen D3, but I think it's Bishop G2. Like my Bishop G2, H4. And then can I take? It's so funny because I just looked at this not too long ago. Yeah, Bishop G2, then yeah, there might be H4 right away. And then I forget. I forget if I'm supposed to take there. Or even come back. I think I might even come back. I'm going to go Bishop G2. But I like Queen D3 though. I don't see what's wrong with Queen D3. Okay, and then it might be Bishop F1. I vaguely remember that, but I think that's only when I play the wrong line. Can I go Queen D3 now? Queen D3, Queen E7. I'm going to do it now. But it might be taking. So again, I'm torn. So it takes G4. Okay, I'm going to go Queen D3, but I think it's actually taking for the record. For the record, let the record show that I think it was taking. Oh, God. Stupid warnings. Streaming software. Okay, is this a problem? So takes. Wait, isn't there a move like here? But not now. Now it doesn't work. I could almost castle into this. Rook on F1's looking good. Can I castle into this like a madman? Takes on G3 and then check. Oh God. Okay, we'll see about this. Might be suicidal, but it's king's on F7, so I'm hoping there's things here. Yeah, so check, but so he moves so, and then I'll have two pieces under attack with my pawn. So take King G7. And then I don't have a follow-up. So could also go check here. But he's still going to take here after. So I wonder if I should take this. And then I have this discovery. Okay, I will take. Now he can go King G7. And then I could go e4, or I could bring in a knight. I could also go c4. I should probably get another piece in. Let's go knight c3. Whoops, I forgot about g3, honestly. Because before I had knight g5, but he can take here again. Okay, so can I take this check? Okay, so I go here and then. Can I take? No, there's this check. There's this check. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Yeah, I shouldn't have dropped g3. I could go knight fd2. Probably move the queen somewhere to get his other rook in. That looks strong too. Check. Check. Gotta go here. Queen e7. Knight f3. And then he can take. Yeah, he goes there as expected. Attack his knight. I could go here. Just check. And there's this. Okay, we'll play it anyways. So check, and then he's got rook h2. Yeah, I can't move anything though. I can't get my other two pieces out. Yeah, I should never have dropped g3. I was in trouble when I dropped g3. It's too bad because he played such a bad opening. I don't like my opponents to get rewarded. Oh, I lose the knight now. I lose e4. Do I though? Maybe not, but it's not good. It's not good. My position is in shambles here. Just takes, or this is good too. Well, I can take this here. I can take here. He might have a check. No, he doesn't. Okay, if I can get bishop d2 in. Okay, can I do this? This is coming. I better step back. Better step back. Actually, I'm not up a piece. Why did I feel I was up a piece? Take. Can I castle? No, I moved my king already. Oops! Well, that was a stupid end. That was a stupid end. I've never beaten this guy. We played 5 times now. Eight months, 2 years, 4 years. Okay. I should beat him next game statistically, though. That's too bad. Because I think I'm fine here. Maybe not fine, but I'm alive. Barely alive, but I think I can tread water. I think I can tread water there. My bishop is terrible. So here, yeah, I couldn't remember if like I was thinking queen d3, but I went off of memory. And then here again, I think memory serves that we take. But then I went for the brain. So the first time I went for memory and then for brain. But maybe I should have done brain or memory. Okay, let's jump straight to the engine on that. It was very sharp. Sucks to lose that. I'm going to open that up in CPT. Actually, no, I won't because I have a different position I have to run from earlier today. So give me a second. That was this game. Then he went queen here. Okay. Sorry. So let me jump back here. Yeah, sucks to lose that because they play such a bad gambit. Yeah, I'm just completely winning out of the opening. It's +3. And I was winning at the end too, but I got into major time trouble. So it looks like I came out of this pretty well. So there's bishop g2. There is queen d3 that has performed very well. So I guess you can play anything. And I was right in my memory. See, I told you I thought it was taking on h4, but I went with my brain. So first I went with memory, then I went with brain. I should have went with memory. I should have went with memory. And then queen d3. I should have went with memory. Damn it. But this is still good for white, but g takes was much better. So the best response here is now h3, and then we give a check. And then we take on knight g5. So this is kind of sharp, this line. You have to play knight g5. If they take, then castles is almost mate. Or rook f1. And if queen e8, then we apparently trade. And this is equal. Well, sorry, close to equal. an edge for white. The best move is actually rook h3. Why not? Oh, because we can take on... Oh, I forgot about this idea. Yeah, so they have to take... And then we're up a... Wait, what's going on? A black... Wait. Black's got 2 minors for a rook, and we have 2 pawns. It's a interesting imbalance. So a slight edge for white here. That's if... Sorry, what line was that? Oh, that's if you play queen d3 and then h3. Yeah, so that was a very... Okay. So, yeah, so here taking is better, and then queen d3 or anything. I guess partly because this knight isn't getting dislodged. Because there's no g-pawn anymore. It sucks because... Yeah. And then here I considered it, but I didn't see this. No, wait. No, I did see it, but I didn't want him to... I was greedy. I did see this. I didn't want this check. I thought I could just still play it, but no, I should have taken it now. Let him get his little... Wait, why did I'm stupid. Oh, no, this is why. Yeah, I remember now. Because then I couldn't take. But I guess we had knight e4, and I still didn't want to give up the pawn. I was greedy. But I would have opened up the g file, so I guess it was better to take on g5. But we're still better here. You could say winning. And yeah, knight e4 was the only winning move. And this was a blunder. Yeah, I wasn't sure about it, so it wants me to go and take on... Oh, I didn't see this x-ray on g3. Although I'm not sure about this check. Oh yeah, this would have been scary. I don't know if I would have played this, honestly. This is a lot to calculate. So that was technically the best move. That's scary though. There's a lot going on there. But there were other moves. There was just getting out of the pin. And our queen is defended, so we can move the knight somewhere. There was... Knight eg5. Oh, there's a fork here at the end. I considered doing something like that, but I didn't see this fork if he takes our queen. Okay. And then, yeah, we're just losing now. At the very end, I was winning here. Oh, I could have just taken that. He would have resigned. Oh, that's a shame. Whoops. Whoops. That's too bad. Okay, that was upsetting. Oh boy. Bird again. Would the bird become a phoenix and rise from the ashes? Yeah, this is in the course. I don't know if I'm going h3. h3. Thing is, I don't think I can go here because then there's queen g3. I think it might be c4, but yeah, I don't know if I want to castle first, but I think I'm going c4. And then... Or should I go knight c3? No, c4 looks good, I think. I'm going to go c4. Castles. Okay, should I castle here? Yeah, castling, interesting. Knight c3. Okay, let's go knight c3. Let's just develop. a6. Okay, should I castle here? I think I'm going to castle now. He might go h5, but I don't think there's anything. Okay, so h3. And he'll be fine there. Queen a4. King b8. Boom. Almost. Almost something. Ooh, I'd like to get a rook on c1. d4. I can go d4, right? Or can I? Because this pin is kind of a problem. Takes. Yeah, this should be okay. I'd like to get a rook here though. I could run the a pawn, a4. Okay, let's just go a4 because I'm burning time. Burning time. He might have 95, but okay. So I'm kind of going backwards here. Burning a lot of time as well. But there is some weaknesses. Okay, now this is like a Scandi stuff here. B4 take. I'm having a good response. Is there something I can do here? Queen A. And then B4. Could I do that? Boom, boom. I'm going to open up the A file. So he's threatening F5 now. A6. There's A6. I really want rook C1. Okay, knight A4. He comes here. Annoying bishop. Yeah, there's stuff on B4. I don't like the B4 stuff. Okay, H3. Can I go G4? I'm not sure about the H3. I'm going to play it though. Whoops. He can take here. I just saw it. I saw it too late. Damn it. Oh, crap. Oh, shit. Oh, crap. I saw it 3 seconds too late. Well, it looks like I'm losing all my games tonight. That's unfortunate. Okay. Okay, can I squeeze in? It comes in here. But then I'm not doing anything. Can I go in here? There's still this. Okay, so queenie 1. Boom. And then maybe I can come here. I may be able to. I may not be able to. We'll see soon enough. I may not be there in time. I may not be there in time. Yeah, I might have to sack the exchange here. Yeah, he should just take the exchange, and he's got so many pawns here, uncontested. That's a good move. Wow. My opponents are too strong. Wow, 17 moves. Oh, I don't like it. I never beat this guy either. Okay, so here I was better. Where was my mistake? H3. Yeah, okay. Really? Just any other move? H3. Oh yeah, I missed bishop e3. I was winning here. I just missed this. I saw it 3 seconds too late. That's unfortunate. Oh, I'm gonna play on chess.com. Because I want some good news. I mean, I'm just losing every game. It's not fun. So I'll lose on another site now. Don't like the color. Who set the board this color? I'm not going to take unprovoked. No, I will take. Oh, this is 10 minutes. I'm playing pretty quickly here. Normally I'd play b6. I guess I'll stick with it. But the classical was d6. It's pretty fun as well. I'm still have to worry about. He might go queen b3. A lot of people play queen b3. He can still do it. I'm gonna come in here. I always have to watch out for knight g5. So queen c2. Maybe I can do this, but then should I go? So d6. Okay, let's go d6c. There's this. Could I do it like bird style? Yeah, but then there's e5. So I think he's got c5 here. Yeah, so here I'm trading, and then a rook lift. Yeah, because if he goes here, I have rook g6 and then check. And then it's a perpetual. So check, or would that be mate? Let me think. Check. It's not mate. He just blocks it. So I can't sack the queen. I can't sack the queen. Bang. Could almost take with the bishop g2 there. But yeah, so check. Yeah, that just doesn't work. I really want to get this in there. Okay, we're going to move the queen then. So now rook f6 is a threat. Okay. That's annoying. Yeah, he wants bishop f3. That's annoying. It's annoying. E5. Okay, can I go E5? And then I have E4. There we go. So bishop g3. Yeah, so yeah, bishop g3. Okay, so push. So takes. And then can I push? F4 takes here. F3. Okay, let's try it. Sacking a pawn. I don't know about this move. This might be too much. Like maybe I should just play knight d7. This might be too much. What about no, I think I want f3 still. Yeah, so f3. I guess he could start with the pawn. I don't know. I don't know. I'm probably getting carried away here. Could I go e4? I don't know. Could get dangerous. Get cut off here. Here you can't go f3 because I can take. So he's got bishop f3, but then I can push. Yeah, can I do this? Because bishop f3, I've got e4. This looks good. e4. This has to be good. Bishop, here is mate. So yeah, it's just, oh, it's not mate. Ah. Okay, so queen h6 does nothing, but it's reasonable. I almost took on g2. I almost took on g2. So I'm threatening f3, I think. So how does he deal with that? g4, g6. Looks good. Yeah, this still looks good. I almost took on g2 last move. So I don't know if that, oh, interesting. Interesting. This would just repeat. I could. Okay. Could go rook f5 maybe. And then just hide. Is that the best move? I don't know. So bishop g4. And now I could attack him. His bishop is trapped. Or no, I guess he could go to d8, which is funny. But then my knight. Oh, then then I think he's trapped after knight c6. Man, the losses I had in Lichess today suck. I mean, losses are usually not great, but I don't know. I just don't like I don't like losing. I don't mind losing, but I want my opponents to completely outplay me from beginning to end. Otherwise, I don't like losing. I don't like my opponents winning when they are worse for most of the game. I feel they don't deserve it. It's not about me winning. It's about them. I don't want them to win. I don't care so much about winning. It's more about preventing my opponent from winning. I don't want my opponents to win unless they play really well. It's a very bad outlook to have. Okay, he moved. Yeah, so this is going to c6. I got to start playing a little quicker. I don't know how he's going to save the bishop now. He can be a little bit tricky with like his pawns maybe later, like takes and then, but as long as they don't blunder, I should be okay here. And I've got a time advantage as well, which is increasing every second. So I can afford to even play a little bit inaccurately. Yeah, so I will take, oh, there's this. So yeah, okay. I could also play g5 though and be greedy. I could be greedy here. Technically, he could still take and then he could take this pawn. But that should be good for me. I might go g5. This is greed. It might be too greedy. Yeah, he's got this now. But I can just move the rook. Okay, I am in official greed mode. Official greed mode. So bishop h5, and then I just move the rook. And I have to go there specifically because he's got queen g5. Wait a second. I might be in trouble here. Oh, no. If takes check, I can go king f7. Yeah, but then there's check here. Oh, I'm barely hanging on. Yeah, so it's still tricky. Now, I didn't have to be greedy. I could have just taken the bishop and then given him the rook for the two bishops. I don't think this... Oh, good move, because now this is a threat again. Wow. This guy's very resourceful. Okay, I can come in here. This guy's very resourceful. Wow, I can't believe, like, he's been saving these bishops for so long. Very resourceful. Okay. He's getting into some time pressure, though. Wait a sec. Yeah. Very, very resourceful. And it's possible he might even find a way to save this bishop, but he's really getting deep into time trouble here. And even if he saves the bishop, my position looks pretty good. We'll see if he continues being super resourceful. Yeah, so if he does go bishop e6, I guess I'm taking on e6. But then after he captures, I can't take here because, okay. Yeah, at this point, whoops. Yeah, at this point, I go rook g7. And then after queen g5, I can take. Yeah, but this should be close to resigns now for white because he's also down to a minute and a half. So he needs to start playing quicker or play perfectly here. I mean, he really needs to pick up the pace. What did he do? He took like that. Yeah, I'm just going to cash in at this point. So I don't know what he does. Okay, I'm going to challenge him. He needs to start playing. He's got 1 minute and he's down a piece. He needs to play quickly now. So G3. I don't know what he's doing. Yeah, it must be a kid. Because he's not resigning. This forces a trade. Okay. Must be a kid. That was kind of weird. Let's see his profile. Yeah. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Like he just played on till the bitter end. Okay, at least I got a win on chess.com. 7 points for that. I'm going to go back to Lichess. And I'm going to play a blitz game. Boom. Mixing it up tonight a little bit. Okay, 2019 from Russia. Here we go. Canal attack. There's c3 and then he can, yeah, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to actually play e5 because there's c3 and then, yeah. And then he batteries my fianchetto bishop. So I don't want that. I don't think I want to take, but then he's pushing. So I kind of have to take. And I don't really want to take again either. He's got dynamic play. He's got f4 here. Like knight takes and then f4. I can offer queen trade. Let's do that. And I want rook c8. So let's just go here for now. I want rook c8. Yeah, that's annoying. I can attack him though. So let's do that. I'll come back. Oh boy, I need that. So I can always come in here. And now I got the rook on c8. He's got this, but this is defended for the moment. I'm gonna bring the knight back. And I could come here, but then he moves the knight. At least, but that's a way to open up the c file. I can go here. So let's do that. I will take. I can come back here. There's knight h5. You can go back. This is weak. This is weak too. Okay, let's take and double them, and then I come in here. There is the increment. This is strong. Shit. Ay, 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 ay. This is bad. Now he gets to come in here. Oh, fuck me. This is game over. Shit. Just another pass pawn. Got nothing here. He's too good. Too good. Wah. The Russians are too good. Damn. Wow. Just slaughtered. So accurate, man. What am I supposed to do? I was better for one move. I mean, what are you supposed to do against that? Ah, it's so frustrating. Okay. Make more mistakes, please. So here, taking on b2 was apparently better. I might have played a little bit too quickly. I either play too quick or too slow. My time management's so bad. So why could I have taken here now, or am I getting trapped? No, I guess I could have. Yeah, so I could have taken here. I played too quickly. Yeah, it wants to take here first for some reason. Yeah, but I was probably going to lose regardless because he played very accurately and very quickly. Although, to be fair, he's just up 2 pawns here, right? Or 1 pawn. He's up a pawn here, so it's easier for him to play. But I just can't win. I just can't win. They don't have a 1+1. I shouldn't be playing bullet though, so let's not get carried away. I don't like losing. I'm not a fan. I'm not playing this new account. Is this the same guy? I'm not playing a new account. Did I just get paired up against this guy twice? Let's block him just to be sure. And stop making new accounts, people. A 1 month old account. I might be I just can't get away from these brand new accounts. He doesn't even have 100 games. And we're timed out. So that's going to be the stream. I just don't want to play new accounts. Okay. Have a good night. I'll be back tomorrow. Sorry, it wasn't the best stream tonight. I'll be back tomorrow. Have a good night.